Dear Kim, welcome to the world, little one. It's a crazy place and it's only going to get crazier, but you'll learn to find the beauty in the midst of all that craziness. You chose a great time to enter the world, only 15 days after the start of a new millennium. This not only makes your grandmother very happy as she is out buying all the 2000 baby merchandise, but it partners really well with your OCD. After all, there are only 14 days out of the year when you aren't the same age as the millennium. Speaking of OCD, you're going to struggle a lot in your life, especially with your mental health. There will be times you wish this day had never happened, that you had never been born. Don't let those times overwhelm the good days, the days like today. Remember, God has a plan. I can't wait to see your life unfold. There is so much to come that will bring you so much joy. Sure, there will be times when things aren't as great, but you'll learn to find the good in every situation. The best advice I can give you is to trust in God. Let Him guide you and all will be well. Also, know you're not alone. After all, I'm here at the very beginning, and I'll be here until the very end. Sincerely, Kim. Dear Kim, your parents just divorced. Right now, it may seem a bit strange to go from one house to another, but soon you won't think twice about it. In fact, you won't even remember Mom and Dad ever being together as a couple. One thing you will remember is that trip to California the three of you went on right before everything became official. You'll remember the fancy Mickey Mouse balloons at Disneyland and the scary Cat in the Hat ride at Universal. You'll find your Legoland driver's license years later and a smile will appear on your face. You'll forever be thankful that the memory you have of this time is a happy one. One day, years from now, Mom will ask you if you think she made the right decision leaving your dad. Even though you don't remember how he treated her, you'll know how he treated you and you won't hesitate in your response. You will thank her for paving the way, for being strong enough to leave him, for opening the door to a future without him in it. You'll look to Mom with admiration for fighting for herself so she could fight for you. Never let her forget how grateful you are. Sincerely, Kim. Dear Kim, I'm sorry you didn't get to say goodbye. I'm sorry the last few weeks of Grandma's life are a blur. I'm sorry that Dad expected you to move on like nothing happened, like she hadn't been living with you the past few years. I'm sorry you lost your grandma. Remember the amazing woman she was. Remember the way she taught you how to sew clothes for your dolls and comforted you after a bad day with Dad. Remember how she loved you and protected you. Remember how she made you smile. I wish I could say Grandma would be the only person you'd lose. I wish I could tell you that the people you love so dearly wouldn't be taken from this world. I wish I could tell you it'd be easy to continue on. All I can tell you is that you do. You do continue on. In a few more years, you'll meet Grandma's other grandchildren, your cousins. You'll share stories about her and bond over her memory. You'll decide that if you ever have a little girl, you'll name her Ellie, after Grandma. And you'll teach Ellie everything that every strong woman has ever taught you. You'll tell her stories of her great-grandma who kept you fighting long enough to find your own reason to fight. So I'm sorry you didn't get to say goodbye. But maybe that's because Grandma never really left you. Sincerely, Kim. Dear Kim, all your friends see their dads as superheroes. And you used to as well. Then you got a bit older and a bit wiser, and now you see the truth. Dad isn't a superhero. He's an abusive father who desperately needs help he isn't willing to get. So, you took a stand. You said no more, and you decided to remove Dad from your life. The world doesn't care that you're only 11 years old, and your biggest concern should be the fact that you won't have recess when you get to middle school in a few months. The world doesn't care that while your friends are trying to navigate having a crush on someone, you are trying to navigate life without a dad. Not only that, you're trying to navigate life with PTSD. Well, the world may not care, but I do. And Mom does. And so does so many people that are either already in your life or will come into it very soon. More importantly, God cares. God cares, and He is going to walk by your side through all of this. Through all of the struggles and meltdowns, all of the tears and panic, God will be with you. You're going to ask yourself why this happened to you. You're going to wonder what the purpose of all your pain was. You're going to struggle with your faith and retreat into yourself. But then that girl that took a stand, that girl that said, no more, she's going to appear again. She is going to learn to see things from a new light and remind you to keep on fighting. So remember this moment. Remember to fight. Remember to worry about not having to recess. Remember to learn to navigate crushes. And remember all you have overcome. Sincerely, Kim. Dear Kim, I know it's been a rough year, but I am so proud of you. You are so brave, and when I look at you, I am reminded of my strength. At 11 years old, you made a decision that many people never have to make. You cut ties with your abuser. You cut ties with Dad. I know it's been hard. I know it's been so hard. I have good news, though. Mom is taking you back to New York City. You don't know it yet, but that love for New York you felt over the past few years is only going to grow. Right now, it's simply a cool place to visit where you can forget about your struggles and blend in with all the hustle and bustle. But soon, it's going to become a sanctuary of sorts. New York will become a place where Dad can't reach you. It will be a place where you discover a passion. It will be a second home. I have a secret to tell you. This trip to New York City is going to change your life. You are going to be pulled on stage during a performance. You'll never know why you were chosen, but you'll forever be grateful that that shy, awkward, struggling little girl was pulled from her seat. You'll be forever grateful that the cast surrounded you and danced with you. You'll forever be grateful for the people who will never know your name. They will never know how they changed your life forever. They will never know the impact they made. This trip is going to give you the courage to sign up for a youth theater show. This will blossom into a love for something Dad will never take from you. More than that, it will blossom into something that takes you from that shy, awkward, struggling girl to a confident, outgoing, and thriving woman. So remember the girl who was strong enough to say no more. Remember the girl who was brave enough to take a stand. Remember her, and when opportunity holds out its hand, say yes. I promise it will change your life. Sincerely, Kim. Dear Kim, your freshman year of high school isn't going as you planned, is it? You plan to be active in the theater program and impress all of your teachers. You plan to have the time of your life with the friends you've grown up with and new friends that you haven't even met yet. But then you got mono, the kissing disease. You didn't even get it by kissing anyone. You got it from a water fountain. Despite all your plans and your attempts to return to school over the next year and a half, mono is going to keep you down for a while. Eventually, you'll turn to online school. You'll watch all your friends start dating and go to school dances and live the high school life you only had a taste of, all while you sit at home on a computer. You'll become an outsider looking into your friends' lives. You'll get together with them and they will share stories of school and laugh at inside jokes you weren't there to make with them. This is going to be hard. It's going to feel unfair, and that's because it is unfair. But God has a plan. He is going to use this time to shape you into the woman you will become. He is going to introduce you to new friends who have also never had the typical high school experience. You will still feel the sting of seeing your friends you've known since kindergarten in graduation gowns together. You'll still feel a twinge of shame when your version of graduation is simply the downloading of a digital certificate. But those new friends will help lessen the blow. I'm not telling you it's going to be easy, but I am telling you it's possible. So instead of looking at pictures of your friends in prom dresses, wishing you were there, remember the experiences you've had that you wouldn't have had otherwise. You got this. Sincerely, Kim. Dear Kim, it's been a while since you've been in a classroom. I know the thought of walking into one after 4 years of online school and a gap semester seems daunting, but soon you'll be back in the rhythm of it all like no time has passed. During your first year at the community college, you'll find a community that embraces you for all that you are. It won't be where you expect to find this community, and you'll resist at first, but soon you'll embrace the people who are pouring into you, and your college experience will be 1,000,000 times better. A little after your first year as a college student has concluded, there'll be a change. A big change. A worldwide pandemic will hit, something no one saw coming. You will go back to online school, and your community that you were finally accepting will be moved online too. You'll be terrified that it will be like before, like that time you felt so small because you were stuck behind a computer. But this time is different. Everyone is stuck behind a computer, and everyone is still taking the time to connect with each other. You will be okay. After that first semester online, you already decide it's time for a change. You will go from that little community college that loved you so well to a larger university. You'll make sure not to lose the community you've learned to depend on, and while things stay online for a little longer, you won't let it dampen your spirit. I smile when I think how far you'll go from where you are now, scared to walk into a classroom in fear of not knowing what to do. Soon, you'll be rocking this whole college thing, and I can't wait to see it. Sincerely, Kim. Dear Kim, well, we're all tied up. You now know everything I know. The future is a mystery. I don't know where you go from here, but I sure am excited to find out. If the future is anything like the past, it won't be easy, but it'll be worth it. I guess the only advice I have to give you is the same I gave you in the beginning. Trust in God. Let Him guide you and all will be well. And never forget, I've been with you since the start and I'll be with you in the end. Let's go on this journey together. Sincerely, actually, scratch that. Love, Kim.